We just found out in the last couple of minutes that Carolyn Long, running to unseat Congresswoman Jaime Herrera Beutler, has conceded in Washington. So Long is officially out of the running at this point. Herrera Beutler will hold on to her seat and will still be the only Republican to lead a congressional district that touches the Pacific Ocean. And that is, those are the facts. That's real news right there. That's something you can believe in, because the theme of 2020 so far, at least on the internet, has been all the rumors and the misinformation that's been crawling around, especially this week. And a lot of it really took off today as the election has kind of dragged on. Kristen Severance has been sorting through some of them for us and wants to separate the facts from the fiction.
So I have one social media post to debunk and two Hey Dan questions to answer that we continue to get. But first, I want to start with this fake post from Governor Kate Brown. So this was sent to us from a viewer. I'm going to go ahead right away and mark this as fake. So it says, if Trump gets reelected, Oregon, Washington, and California formed a pact to declare independence by the end of the month. Again, that's false. The governor's communications director, Charles Boyle, told me the governor's social media pages contain 15 posts from yesterday, and this is not one of them. We often see inflammatory or offensive posts that are falsely attributed to the governor being shared on social media as if they are real. We urge all Oregonians, trace the source of your news and verify it is coming from a trusted source. I could not agree more. All right, next I want to answer a Hey Dan question. This is from Glenn. He asks, what happened to the Oregon City mayor recall? All right, so technically nothing yet. Ballots for the Oregon City mayor recall are not due until November 10th. The ballots must be returned in the blue-black striped envelopes, not the same envelope as your general election ballot. More than 43% of Oregon City voters have returned their ballots so far. Mayor Dan Holliday is facing a recall after several controversies, including telling businesses to open in April during Governor Brown's shutdown order. And then lastly, I want to answer a question that we continue to get. We've been seeing this for a few weeks now. So Shelley emailed saying, should the My Vote website say whether your ballot was accepted or not? She says, it says that my ballot was received, but it does not say that it was accepted. Many of my friends and family members in Columbia County are having this issue. Does this mean our votes were not counted? So she's talking about the My Vote section on the Secretary of State's website. While ballots can be marked as received, they have not necessarily been verified and accepted into the vote count. If there are problems with verifying the signature on your return envelope, you will be notified by your county elections office and have 14 days after the election to resolve any issues. Do you have issues? Do you have problems? Do you have questions? Let us know. Just use the hashtag HeyDan.